Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2025. I hope this year has been treating you well so far, even though we're only 15 days in. And yes, I know I'm very late to the prepping for 2025 party, but I just I wanted to make this video before the year started. Like I wanted to make this video leading into 2025 and like actually doing like a prepping for it, but things just got too busy and New Year literally happened on Wednesday, so it was just random. But I will say so far the year hasn't been too bad, or this month hasn't been too bad. I also am just going to continue keeping January as the prepping month. I'm not gonna really stress myself out into like having everything prepped and ready. I think that's another reason why I kind of didn't beat myself up over not having things prepped leading into like January 1st, because we still have 11 months of this year. I'm not trying to rush anything, especially with the way things went last year for me. I'm just taking it literally one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, so on and so forth. Because 2024 was literally the worst year ever. But I did have some goals that I had for that year that I kind of want to go through some of them. Some of them like kind of random, but anyways, I wanted to journal at least once a week. The beginning it kind of went well, but when I started getting busy with work, I just didn't, and I would really only journal when I was in shambles or when I was just like really stressed out and like bothered by something. But I don't know, I feel like journaling every single day might be a bit much. Just my opinion. But anyways, I wanted to read 5 books. That didn't happen. I wanted to watch 10 movies. I think I watched like 6 or 7 movies, but a majority of them were like anime movies or like anime related movies. So I don't even think that counts. To me, at least, it doesn't count. I wanted to watch new shows. I think I did. Have I finished all of them? I also have that I wanted to hit 350 to 400 followers on Twitter, which I actually did hit. I now have 407 followers on Twitter, which is pretty cool. I wanted to also reach 100 followers on TikTok, which I think I have 200 and something followers, which also is really cool, even though they're about to ban the app, which is kind of annoying because I actually wanted to get more into content creating this year. And the fact that they're going to ban the app that I actually might have been able to been successful in content creating in is kind of annoying, but we'll see if they actually ban it. But if they do, I'm not joining any other apps. I'm just going to have to stick with YouTube or something. I just can't. This was a reach. I wanted to post at least 3 videos on this channel, but that didn't happen. I did post one though, which was the like my Christmas video, my Christmas haul, which I'm glad that I was able to make that video and actually put it out there. I think my issue the past couple of years with my YouTube channel is that I hinder myself, or I stop myself. How do I say this? I have the equipment, and I have the time for the most part, and I have the mouth to yap. But I just think I stop myself from putting myself out there. I think I'm just too self-conscious about what others think of me and how others perceive me. I don't know why, because on TikTok I literally yap all the time on there, but I feel like TikTok is just a different breed. YouTube, Instagram, and all that, it's not the same. I feel like it's so judgmental on these apps specifically, and I can't really be myself. But I'm gonna try this year to be more consistent with this channel. I'm not really looking to be YouTube famous or anything. No. I think this might just be a hobby that, I want to stick with, and a new hobby to try out, because again, I have the equipment, I have the resources. I just am stopping myself, I guess. I also wanted to travel more, and visit 3 new cities. I definitely did not do that, did I? Yeah, I definitely did not do that, but whatever. There's always this year. But those are my some of my goals for last year, like randomly. Obviously, I have like I want to be healthy, eat better. I want to stay off my phone. I want to less screen time, or stuff like that, which I think every single year that'll always be a goal for me. But this year for sure, I just kind of want to take it day by day. I don't want to have any expectations for anything. Not to say I'm just gonna stay at home and do nothing. I do want to go out and I want to explore. I want to make more friends, meet new people, grow relationships with like my friends that I have now, and still do certain things, but not get too hyped up about it. And I say that because last year I was supposed to move to Spain to do grad school. And literally at the last minute, like a week and a half before classes were to start for us, everything fell apart for me. My visa came in way too late. The Houston consulate gave me so much trouble from like July, which I did my first application, up until October. They literally gave me hell. I think even until November, actually, they gave me hell. And I couldn't go. I couldn't go to the study abroad program, and I was literally devastated. I don't know why it happened. I think it was just I don't know. I still don't know why it happened, but I've come to peace with the fact that it didn't happen. It didn't work out. I don't see myself reapplying and going to, try again for this year. I just don't have it in me, because I literally never want to see anybody from the Houston consulate of Spain ever again. If in anything, I want that business to shut down. Anyways, so yeah, that really devastated me because I knew since in end of January, early February, that I got accepted to this program and everything. So I literally was preparing for this the entire year, just for literally at the last minute, everything falls apart. And I'm kind of, in a way, glad that it didn't happen or that I didn't go, as crazy as it sounds, because it literally was an amazing opportunity. A great opportunity. I won't get too into details, but it literally was like going to help me out so much in my career and like boost my resume. I think one thing that bothered me a little bit was the fact that financially, I don't think I would have been stable, if that makes sense, because I had a job that I worked leading up to it, but I could barely save money. I didn't really want to ask my parents to, like, you know, spend too much money because it was a lot. Moving abroad, for crying out loud. Like, I have to pay for the tuition abroad in euros. And then on top of that, I find an apartment to pay every month, and then living expenses. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's cheaper over there, to live day to day than it is here in America. But it was just too much all at once. And it definitely was something that from July, or not July, from January to October, that like 10-month span genuinely wasn't enough time for me to prepare for it. I was so stressed out. I was literally, before I even were to step foot in Spain, I already spent like I think like $1,000 trying to prep for everything, and then nothing came out of it. So I think that's one of the reasons why this year I'm just kind of like, I'm just going to go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. I'm not going to stress myself out over things because I really thought that this was something that was going to be so great for me, and it didn't happen. And I literally was devastated, and I was very confused for a couple weeks. But I shook that off. Now I live in Houston. I moved there since my brother lives there, and I just live with him, and I have a job. I need to find another one, but I have a job, and I've just kind of been trying to figure out what I want to do from there. Obviously, Houston is a bigger city, more opportunities. Also, a lot of people, to me, a lot of things to do, great food to eat. So I'm happy with my decision of moving. I think I had no other choice but to move over there because literally here where my parents' home is, there's no offense, nothing here for me specifically. Anyways, that's kind of how 2024 went for me. Just, yeah, literally the worst year ever. And I just don't want to deal with that again. And I feel like it is maybe kind of like a trauma based thing that I'm like, don't want to get my hopes up and get disappointed. It definitely is, but I don't know. I would just much rather just lay low, mind my business, and just work from the ground up, which is why I want to get back into content creating just to give myself something to do. And to get myself back out there. Obviously, with YouTube, I have a podcast that I had started in 2020, and I was pretty consistent with it throughout college, but it just 2024 hit, or no, 2023? I think 2023, and I just stopped. And so I'm trying to bring that back again. I want to write again on my little blog. I also want to continue taking more pictures. I like soccer games and stuff. Obviously, I'm in a better area, like in Houston. I can literally go to like the Dynamo 2 games or something and see if I can take pictures there. I just want to find opportunities for myself and just network that way and see if I can make it from there. So when it came to like my vision board for 2025, I didn't even create one. Like usually I would make one in Canva like all the girlies do. I just had a Pinterest thing that said 2025 and I just put a bunch of pictures in it, and I'm going to just go through. I'm not going to show it every single thing. I'm not actually not going to show you anything at all. But I'm just going to like show what I have. Like literally it says 2025. I don't know if you can see that. It's not going to focus. It says 2025. Just have like random like traveling pictures. Obviously, I want to travel. There's one trip that potentially my mom and I can go on in the summer, and I have a picture of that place in here. I also have pictures of like a girl reading like a book because I want to read more. If anything, I actually bought this today. I bought the Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief book, because I don't know why. I kind of just want to read the whole series, but I need to have the book, which I actually have this book. I bought it when I was like, whenever the Percy Jackson movie came out with like Logan Lerman, like he's the one who's on the cover. Yeah, my dog pissed on it, and so it's literally messed up. So I bought a new one today in Target, and I hope to start reading it soon, and hopefully I can read the entire series, and maybe that'll be my goal for this year in terms of reading books, to just read the entire series. I think there's 6 books. That seems like a lot, but I think it's doable. So I think I might just have this be my goal, reading the entire series this year. I have like little pictures of like dates because I would like to go on a date or two this year. Maybe find a boo thing. Moving on. Also have pictures of like photography or a camera, and then also this, which is literally the camera that I have right now. Healthy foods, because I want to eat healthier. I don't know if you can see that. A gym, which, y'all, let me talk about the gyms in Houston. I'm not paying to go to a gym in Houston. Since last year, I've been looking, like since I moved to Houston, I've been trying to look at different gyms, but the prices are just way too high monthly, and I just cannot bring myself to pay like $50 a month for a gym. No. And then there's like a $75 enrollment fee. Are we on crack or something? Like, I'm just not doing it. I wanted to try and go to Planet Fitness and just have that be my last resort, but I just heard way too many horror stories of people literally having to go through hell and back to cancel their like membership, and I just don't have it in me to do that. So what I'm gonna do is just do at home workouts, which is going to be, I feel like, a lot harder in terms of being consistent, because like obviously gym, you're physically going to the gym, but with this, like, I'm at home and I have to convince myself to get out of bed and put my yoga mat out and work out. So I have a couple like K-pop girly workouts, like Hani's, Kazuha's workout is pretty popular, so I'm gonna try that as well. Obviously YouTube as well has workouts, so there's tons of resources for me. So I just have to, myself, I just have to be consistent and actually like put my brain to it. So I think that's just what I'm gonna do for working out until I'm comfortable enough to maybe find a nice gym to go to, because some of these membership prices are actually crazy. Yeah, it's just kind of the same thing as well. I also have my journal. what I would like to do in 2025, but won't beat myself up over, which again, I'm not beating myself up over anything this year because no. Obviously, I want to read more, travel a bit, keep my space neat and clean. That is the most important thing. Last year when I was in my funk, my room was a mess, and it literally, like, as soon as I cleaned my room a little bit, I felt instantly better. So I want to work on keeping my room clean. I also want to like decorate my room over there a little bit more because it literally is so plain and it's such a small space as well. So I want to make it feel like home. And so I definitely want to print out some pictures that I have on my Pinterest board to just download them, not download them, like print them. I just said that. I just said that. I want to print them and like put them like on the walls and stuff. So I can at least make the room feel a little bit, you know, quiet time, like less screen time, more praying and reading my Bible. Oh, I bought a devotional book thingy. I got this from Amazon and it's a daily devotional for women. Missed like the first 5 days, I think, because I bought this. I was trying to find like the right one, and I bought this like early January, like in the beginning of the month. So, but it's been good so far. It's literally like 5 minutes a day. The verses, it's just one verse, a little paragraph, explaining it and how, explaining the verse and like basically putting it into like words of how it can relate to our lives. And I usually write about it in this journal, and I just write, today's verse was blah, and then I write about how it relates to me in a sense, or like what my thoughts on the verse are. So that's another thing, because obviously I'm a Christian, I believe in God, but I feel like last year I noticed that I have a hard time hearing him, like, and knowing his voice. And I think last year my biggest lesson from God is that he wanted me to be okay with the fact that I don't know what's going to happen, because I'm so fixated on that. And that's why, like, things not going well or things that happening, with the whole Spain grad school thing, that's why it literally broke me into pieces. So I think that was my lesson learned from last year, and I'm taking it into this year, is that I don't know what's going to happen this year. I don't know what's going to happen in my life. I can't control it. There's just certain things I can't control, and I need to be okay with that. So that definitely was my lesson for last year, and I'm going to hold it close because, yeah. And also, everything happens for a reason. As much as sometimes things, you don't understand the reason behind it, everything happens for a reason. I think I kept repeating that to myself last year to keep myself sane, because I literally don't know why things turned out the way they did. But again, I'm not going to question it. I have no control over certain things. The things I do have control over, I just need to do what I got to do. But yeah, and I think that might be it for this video. I'm yapping way too much. I hope 2025 is a blessed year. I hope 2025 is a great year, and a year where we are prosperous and we learn and we grow and we love and we save money and we make money and we do everything that we want, all of our desires. I hope that we're able to achieve them. Again, I know me personally, I don't have much because I don't want to get my feelings hurt, but I do want this year to be a better year than last year, even if it's just by a little bit. I would like this year to be a little bit better. And I'm really glad that I started this year off with my friends. I actually went out for once in my life. I brought in the new year with my friends around me, and I'm really happy that I was able to be around people for the new year, because again, I moved, I'm away from family. My parents are here, and then my brother was out as well. So I was literally going to be bringing in the new year alone in my room. I did not want to do that. So I'm glad that my friends and I were able to go out and, be safe as well, because I was a little nervous about that because people are crazy, but I'm glad that we were able to do that. And so, yes. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Happy New Year to you, and I hope this is a great year for you, and many blessings to all of us. Bye.